Right now, live at 5, hospitals continue to fill up with COVID patients. Now, health officials are worried the Thanksgiving holiday could make matters worse. And small towns are hit particularly hard due to the pandemic. How a northwest Wisconsin area is staying alive. President Trump continues to insist that the election was stolen. However, he says he will leave the White House if the Electoral College votes for President-elect Joe Biden. Plus, if you're planning to feed those Thanksgiving leftovers to your pets, we have a few tips to keep them from getting sick.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Welcome to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Bayfield, Wisconsin as we head into the weekend. The city is seeing struggles related to COVID-19. We're learning more on how they're finding creative ways to get by. Plus, pandemic or not, Americans are out shopping this Black Friday. Those stories and more coming up. Good evening, I'm Anthony Mack. Kristen is off tonight. Thanks for joining us. A record number of Americans, 90,000, are hospitalized tonight due to the coronavirus, according to the COVID Tracking Project. The number of virus cases and deaths are sharply lower today and are expected to remain that way for the next few days. But experts say that's likely just due to slow reporting over a holiday weekend. Elise Preston has more.
Infectious disease experts say the darkest days of the coronavirus pandemic are just around the corner, fueled by Thanksgiving travel and gatherings. Hospitals like Rush University Medical Center in Chicago are preparing. Its lobby now transformed into a COVID triage area.
We will not get a reprieve because then Christmas comes and then New Year comes. So if we're just stacking surge upon surge upon surge, I am significantly worried about that.
Officials in San Antonio, Texas are concerned too. With cases rising, they issued a 10 p.m. curfew that lasts through the weekend, upsetting some bar and restaurant owners.
It is nonsense, and it's not fair to the citizens of San Antonio. They're grown adults. They can make their own decisions about whether they gather and how they gather.
Adam Abidia wishes people would take the virus more seriously. The Denver man was diagnosed with the virus in April. Doctors put him in a coma for a few months after both of his lungs collapsed. And today, he still needs supplemental oxygen.
I know it's a tough time for a lot of people. I've been through it. I understand it. I know what it's like.
Here on the front lines of the pandemic, hospitals, there is a glimmer of optimism. Frontline workers could get a first dose of an approved COVID-19 vaccine within a matter of weeks.
Pfizer expects the FDA will grant emergency use authorization for its vaccine soon. And last night, President Trump announced vaccine deliveries will begin next week. The Ochsner Health Medical Center in New Orleans participated in Pfizer's vaccine trial and is gearing up for distribution.
We are prioritizing our healthcare workers by the spring. Summer, we'll have more to give to those that are at risk, patients, and then eventually those that are otherwise healthy.
Moderna is expected to request emergency use authorization for its vaccine soon. A third vaccine candidate from AstraZeneca will likely undergo additional study after the company admitted a dosing error in the first trial. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
A new study from Northeastern University finds systematic inequalities such as unemployment, housing, and transportation is why Black and Hispanic people are 2.5 times more likely to get the virus compared to white people. Small businesses in towns have been hit extremely hard during the pandemic, but some towns are coming up with creative ways to regain losses. The small town of Bayfield in northern Wisconsin has been struggling since the start of the pandemic. But their mayor says the city has been facing compounding financial shortcomings for about 10 years since the Wisconsin state legislature put a cap on how much the city could increase their levy. To make up for the losses, he and the city are thinking of new ways to generate revenue, like paid parking.
We've got about 700 parking spaces in the city downtown area. If we average $2 a space a day, that's about $1,400.
Business owners also weighed in on the possibility of adding paid parking. We'll hear from them on the CBS3 News at 6. Meanwhile, in Minnesota, for the first time, the state has reported more than 100 confirmed COVID-related deaths in a single day. 5,700 more positive cases were also reported. In Wisconsin, there are 1,300 new COVID cases and 17 more confirmed deaths. And in Michigan, the state reported more than 17,000 new cases today and 187 new deaths. Now, it's worth noting there the totals account for multiple days because totals weren't tallied on Thanksgiving. Switching to politics, President Trump's legal team suffered another loss in court today, a day after the president repeated his claims of widespread election fraud. His lawyers are vowing to take the case to the Supreme Court, even as the transition process is well underway. Natalie Brand is at the White House.
President Trump took in a round of golf early Friday before heading off to Camp David. Speaking to reporters on Thanksgiving evening, the president again made baseless claims.
This election was a fraud. It was a rigged election.
Friday, a federal appeals court in Pennsylvania added to the Trump campaign's recent losses, rejecting a lawsuit there. Judge Stefanos Bibas, a President Trump appointee, wrote, "Charges require specific allegations and then proof. We have neither here." The president also said he'll travel to Georgia, rallying voters to back Republicans in 2 runoff elections in January. That will determine which party controls the U.S. Senate.
Maybe I'll go twice. It's very important that we win those races.
President Trump told reporters he will vacate the White House on January 20th if the Electoral College formalizes the victory of President-elect Joe Biden, which it's on track to do in mid-December.
From Delaware, the president-elect tweeted an acknowledgement to America's indigenous communities Friday, writing, "Let's commit to writing a new future together." The Biden spoke with healthcare workers on Thanksgiving and released a video on Twitter.
There's nothing we can't do if we do it together.
Despite the transition that's now underway, the Trump administration is trying to push forward with more regulatory rollbacks, making headway Friday to cut federal protections of migratory birds. The National Audubon Society is calling on the Biden-Harris administration to reinstate those rules if the change goes through. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
All 50 states must certify their results before the Electoral College meets on December 14th. Challenges to voting results must be completed the week before. Let's check in on the weather now. Dave, some folks on the Iron Range woke up to some flakes this morning.
Yeah, yesterday's cloudy sky gave us one last parting shot at a couple of flurries. Okay. And, you know, a few of those may trigger up tonight as well. And that may be about all the snow or any type of precip we see for the next week ahead as a big wall of high pressure sets up to our west. Today's temperatures with the return of sunshine, well, it didn't do too much, really. Hovered around normal, which is fairly close to 30. Undercut it in northern Minnesota. Overdid it a little bit in Wisconsin, averaging things out. Yeah, we split the difference. It's pretty normal. So a wall of highs building off towards our west means any of this precip tonight might be all we get for a while. Could be a tiny, tiny chance for Iron Rangers to get some Sunday, but it's a 20% chance at best. Otherwise, we've got that big line of highs keeping us high and dry, but not overly warm through the next 7 days. Although tomorrow should be fairly warm. Tonight we get a low temp around 27. Saturday should be mostly sunny with a high of 40, a good 10 to 15 degrees warmer for most towns. But as early as Sunday, our temperatures drop back again. Is that the start of a cold snap, or is it just a little bit of an aberration? Well, we'll fire up the 7-day forecast, which should cause some folks a bit of a celebration, others some consternation, because we're not going to get much snow. Again, we'll delve into it together in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, Mellon's longtime mayor is stepping down, plus a couple is celebrating Thanksgiving by giving back. City by City is up next. And tonight at 6, small businesses and towns have been hit extremely hard during the pandemic. The northwest Wisconsin town of Bayfield is no exception. We'll show you what they're doing tonight at 6.
You're watching Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3. The Kelly Clarkson Show, weekdays at 3 on CBS3.
It's the season for streaming and the perfect time to power up all your devices with Extreme Internet. Call today and save with prices as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Go dashing through your shows with amazing speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Powerful in-home Wi-Fi and 99.99% network reliability. Enjoy the gift of high-speed entertainment for as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Dial 844-EXTREME2. Hurry, offer ends December 21st.
What they call a snow day, we call a work day. And the resume I leave behind is nothing but clean pavement. That's why I stay prepared for all the depths of winter with a plow that won't back down from a little overtime and takes care of business beyond 9 to 5 and then 5 to 9 without skipping a beat. A plow you'd call a real MVP, the kind only Western builds to get more jobs done faster.
Get your snowplow from the experts at JM Auto Service. We are Western Snowplow headquarters.
I need your help fighting COVID-19.
You might have COVID and not have symptoms.
Please wear a mask.
Love others by protecting them. Stay home.
We know you miss your friends and family. We do too.
We can make a difference if we change our behavior.
The time is now to mask up, wash your hands, and stay home.
Avoid gatherings as much as possible. Be safe this holiday season.
Hi, I'm Matt Hunter, president of your local United Way. Head of the Lakes United Way fights for the basic needs, education, financial stability, and health of every person in every community that we serve. We fund more than 70 local nonprofit programs in our region. Now more than ever, our communities need your support. Invest in your community. Give where you live. Join us and live united. Head of the Lakes United Way. Give, advocate, volunteer. HLUnitedWay.org/donate.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News live at 5. Here's a live look from Grand Rapids on this Friday evening. Dave Anderson will have your full weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a quick look around the region. The end of an era for Mellon residents plus an area nonprofit is expanding their business hours. That and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. Starting things off in Mellon, Wisconsin, where the mayor of 32 years is set to retire following the end of his term this coming April. 68-year-old Joe Barabi announced his plans to retire during a city council meeting earlier this month, citing health concerns. Next, we'll head to Hibbing, where a volunteer couple is helping keep kids fed this holiday season. Ann Badanyak and her husband Steve are volunteers with the Buddy Backpack program. They say they're thankful for the opportunity to give back. The program spans the United Way's expansive network. And finally, we'll finish off in Grand Rapids, where a local cafe is expanding their business hours to continue supporting the area during these hard times. The Community Cafe is a local nonprofit which provides free and healthy meals to low-income families. The cafe will now be open Tuesday through Thursday starting this week. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, after months of closures, Spirit Mountain is once again open, but with new restrictions in place to mitigate the spread of COVID-19.
Like Tony mentioned earlier, some range towns did get a little sprinkling of snow flurry activity. If that happened in Ely today, boy, they sure recovered from it quickly. Big cells of high pressure are coming to call to make it more sunny than anything else for the next week. We'll talk about any stray snow chances that might try to sneak across coming up after our break.
They're live, they're local. Watch the CBS3 News with Kristen Vaki and Anthony Matt tonight at 6, right after the CBS Evening News at 5:30.
At Home Furniture this Saturday, get special Black Friday savings for one final day. Everything is on sale. Plus, save $100, $200, even $350 on your total purchase, plus 3 years, 0 interest. Save hundreds Saturday only during our Black Friday sale at Home Furniture.
Medicare isn't everyone's favorite thing to shop for, but with UCare, it might be worth a browse, because right now, UCare is offering a $0 premium plan statewide. And unlike original Medicare, you also get prescription drugs, doctor visits, dental, hearing, and glasses. Fire off any questions to a decomplicator today. Hey, it's what we're here for. UCare, people-powered health plans.
Hello, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. For the month of November, we are offering free upgrades to a premium wall system for all your bath and shower purchases. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and come with a lifetime warranty. You can still get one of our great financing options for low monthly payments or 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. This offer ends November 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service and down to earth price.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
At Home Sleep Express, get Black Friday savings up to $800 on select Beauty Rest mattresses and adjustable bases. Plus, no interest financing for 6 years. Free delivery, setup, and a 120-day guarantee. Black Friday Beauty Rest mattress savings at Home Sleep Express.
Northwest Outlet is #1 when it comes to kids' winter clothing from The North Face and Columbia.
Coming up tonight on the CBS3 News at 6, small businesses and towns have been hit extremely hard during the pandemic. We take you to Bayfield to show you how they're staying afloat.
And we'll talk about a sunny start to the weekend. Will we finish that way as well?
CBS3 Weather is brought to you by Continental Ski and Bike. Now, the CBS3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
With high pressure starting to take over, of course, the sky became blue again after a couple of gray days. And this picture comes from Sturgeon River up north, a little bit west of Cook in that neck of the woods, courtesy of Dr. Arnie Vinio, who has roots in that part of the country, although he's headquartered now towards the Cloquet region. But a gorgeous picture, and pictures like this should be very common for the next week because we're going to have more sunshine than anything else. High pressure taking over is going to mean that snow chances will be few and very far between. Clouds may even be few and far between as well, and I'll show you why here in just a little bit. But right now we take a look at the current conditions. Coming in from Duluth International, it's 29 degrees right now, 61%. The relative humidity with a westerly southwesterly wind at 11 miles per hour. Air pressure is on the higher side now at 30.04 inches of mercury. Current temps, well, they're falling off a little bit from those highs we looked at a few minutes ago, but not drastically so. 28 in Watersmeet, a degree warmer in Ironwood. Ashland's at 29 as well. 31 for Hayward, then 30 towards Solon Springs, and 31 Superior. Getting into the low 30s in east central Minnesota, Moose Lake, for example. There, upper 20s on the North Shore. For most places, though, towards Grand Marais, if you go inland, it's a little cooler. Go right by the lake, it's a little bit warmer. Iron Range numbers, 25 to 28, 29 degrees that neck of the woods. And border country numbers in the mid-20s. Overnight lows tonight, again, probably not falling off too far from this mark here. And then warming up tomorrow as things start to warm up thanks to high pressure bringing in a lot of sunshine. Doppler map right now shows a couple of those snow showers that skirted along the Canadian border earlier today fading away, at least for the time being. Just a very slight chance they'll pop up again here tonight. And there's another slight chance they may reappear Saturday night into Sunday. And that may be all we see for snow for the next week because a wall of high pressure cells is building up towards our west, and that big wedge will take about a week to slowly traverse across the country, meaning we're going to have clear skies for 7 more days, and like I mentioned, not much in the way of precip. Temperatures, for the most part, will be near normal with 1 blip upwards and maybe 2 towards the downward side. But right now, tonight, we're looking at Minnesota temperatures that'll run 22 inland to 29 by the lake with a clear to partly cloudy sky. And in Wisconsin and Michigan, partly cloudy there as well, with 23 to 27 for the range of low temps. And then for tomorrow, it's a gorgeous day if you like it warm this time of year. Wisconsin and Michigan, mostly sunny sky with highs running 43 to 46 degrees. Normals, maybe 15 degrees cooler than that. And in Minnesota, 38 to 44 is really nothing to sneeze at either. Sunshine will be shared over there too. And now with the extended forecast, the closest thing to a cloudy sky and even a hope for any snow is Sunday as a low-pressure system just grazes us, makes it partly sunny, and drops temperatures. From 40 Saturday, we go to only 30 on Sunday. Then we go a little cooler than normal on Monday, Tuesday, Tony. But after that, for the rest of the week, we go back towards normal, around 30 degrees or so. And that sunny sky just sticks around.
Okay, seems like those drought-like conditions we've been seeing since January are just going to continue.
That's one way to look at it. It's the autumn version of the summer drought.
Yeah, very odd. Thanks, Dave. Friday marks the return to action for Spirit Mountain. Their long-awaited opening comes after several months of being closed due to COVID-19. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with those in charge of the recreational area and explains the COVID precautions being taken to open safely and how it feels to have folks hitting the slopes again.
It is just the beginning of a long outdoor winter fun here at Spirit Mountain, and there's plenty of snow with up to 3 feet on some slopes, but it'll be slow going at first as there's only 1 run open, but they'll be continuing to make more snow and hoping to open up more runs as we get deeper into the winter. Skiers and snowboarders waited in line for several hours for Spirit Mountain's opening day. This weekend is just for season pass holders, but next week the hill's open to everyone. The mountain has been closed since March due to the pandemic. Skiers say it's giving them an opportunity to get outdoors and fresh air after several long months of quarantine.
There's a lot of hard work that went into it to get us to where we're at today, and we could use a little more help by Mother Nature, get some weather, some colder temps to keep us going, but we're really happy with where we're at and bringing these smiles back to the slope.
Officials say they have implemented COVID-19 precautions, including mask mandates, social distancing on the ski lifts, and when waiting in line. Other ski resorts that opened up this week are Giants Ridge in Buwabik and Montauk in Superior.
Skiers and snowboarders had plenty to say about getting back on the slopes. We'll hear from them and more coming up tonight at 6. Well, after a Thanksgiving feast, you may be left with some leftovers. If you choose to give some to your furry friends, be careful what you're feeding them. Local veterinarians say avoid giving your dog turkey bones, as they could get stuck in their esophagus or cause blockages in the intestine. Yams and sweet potatoes can also cause intestine problems. Veterinarians also add avoiding garlic, onions, and grapes, as they can cause kidney failure. Pet owners want to avoid giving their furry friend any turkey skin, as it could cause pancreatitis.
Which we probably see the most of around Thanksgiving and Christmas. And what happens is the pancreatitis is an inflammation in the pancreas, and it's generally triggered by spicy foods or really high-fat foods.
Veterinarians say it's safe to feed your dog baby carrots, mashed potatoes without the butter, and plain white meat turkey. And you'll have to hold the gravy for your furry friend. Still to come, despite concerns with the COVID-19 pandemic, people across the country gathered en masse for Black Friday deals.
Our biggest savings of the year at Schneiderman's Furniture.
What do you get when you add care from Essentia Health and coverage from UCare? Essentia Care, now available for a more affordable price. Essentia Care's Medicare Advantage plans have premiums that start at $0 per month in select counties. You'll be able to see your Essentia Health provider at our 15 hospitals and 71 clinics. Plus, Essentia Care plans allow you the freedom to see any provider who accepts Medicare. Compare and shop plans at ucare.org/EssentiaCare.
Here at Angie's Closet, we are a consignment boutique that carries a variety of women's clothing and accessories in all shapes, sizes, and styles that are friendly on your wallet. Come let Angie and her team style you from head to toe in an outfit that is just your style. Shop Angie's Closet for the best in gift giving, for CC hats, mittens, gloves, or our full line of locally made candles, lotions, and soaps. And gift certificates are always a perfect fit. Shop in store or visit us online with curbside pickup or shipping available. Angie's Closet thanks you for shopping local.
The holiday season is truly the most magical time of the year. It's the perfect time to appreciate Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Everything is a little different this year, but it has never been more important to support the local businesses you know and cherish. Enjoy the sights, safely browse local shops, and bring home tasty treats. This year, your gathering will be smaller and your visit shorter, but your loyalty and commitment make a big impact. The Greater Downtown Council invites you to celebrate the season.
I was just sitting for dinner when my phone buzzed. My mother says, "You never call your mother." And I'm like, "I've had a lot on my plate." And she goes, "Speaking of plates, are you eating better?" And I'm like, "I'm just having grilled chicken and broccoli from Quick Trip." I discovered take-home meals that their super cute cashier Ashley would tell you are freshly made and absolutely delicious. And Mom's like, "Ashley?" And I'm like, "Gotta go, call you soon." Mom never misses a beat.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
This entire year has thrown what I know out the window. I don't know if we could change the system if we tried.
Every rendering, every decision, every choice, it matters.
All rise. She's a judge, and a good one. Measured, but passionate. On top. No more bad pleas, no more bowing down to the DA.
My soul will not be crushed. That means going against a host of powerful people.
The CBS original series, All Rise, Monday at 9/8 Central on CBS.
biggest savings of the year. Black Friday only at Schneiderman Sleep.
Live, local, CBS3.
With Thanksgiving over, Americans are turning their attention to Christmas and the kickoff of the holiday shopping season. Black Friday is different this year, but as Michael George reports, Americans are ready to spend.
The line formed in the dark outside a New York Best Buy.
We're just waiting online for the PS5, but we're not sure if it's even in stock, but we're just here hoping.
Jordan Flores arrived at 2 a.m., expecting a crowd.
When I first got here, there were about 5 or 6 people here. I know when I did Black Friday shopping a few years ago, usually around 1 or 2 a.m., there's already a crowd of 30 or 40 people.
This couple got a deal on a new TV.
There's nobody, so it was smooth. We just walked in and we literally walked out in 5 minutes.
The pandemic is keeping many Americans at home, but die-hard shoppers ventured out for the official start of the holiday shopping season. The National Retail Federation expects sales to increase between 3.6 and 5.2% this year, with stores raking in up to $767 billion.
Millions will be doing their Black Friday shopping at home, and online retailers like Amazon are expecting a huge jump in sales. At the company's Staten Island Fulfillment Center, Kate Scarpa said they're ready for the holiday rush.
We really prepare all year long for the holiday season, both in terms of gifts and making sure that we have enough for our customers across a wide variety, and also preparedness to ensure that we can really deliver and gifts arrive at customers' doorsteps right on time.
Marketing experts say smart shopping is all in the timing.
Black Friday is going to be your best day to get deals on categories like TVs and appliances. But if you're in the market for toys or computers, you'll want to wait till the weekend following Thanksgiving.
At Best Buy, the PlayStation 5 is a hot item.
I had to stay all night, and then 5:21, I booked it.
A little retail therapy during these anxious times. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Many consumers started their holiday shopping weeks ago since major retailers began their promotions in October. Meanwhile, small businesses may need your support now more than ever before. As we enter the holiday shopping season, there's no shortage of ways to help out. Small Business Saturday kicks off tomorrow. It's a way to highlight small businesses and encourage people to do their holiday shopping there instead of at big box retailers. This year is especially important as the pandemic has impacted small businesses far more than those larger retailers.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, with over 90,000 Americans already hospitalized with coronavirus, what impact will Thanksgiving celebrations have on America's already strained healthcare system? Plus, on this Black Friday, why retailers could still see record-setting holiday sales despite the pandemic. And an inspiring 6-year-old girl convinced a toy maker to update an American classic. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Hit the slopes this winter with Alpine skis from Continental Ski and Bike. Come in and browse our massive selection of Alpine skis, or let our highly skilled technicians tune up your current skis so you're all set for your next adventure.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. Yeah, I would say that I am very happy here.
Hello, I'm Steve Little with Bath Planet. For the month of November, we are offering free upgrades to a premium wall system for all your bath and shower purchases. All of our products are backed by the Good Housekeeping seal of approval and come with a lifetime warranty. You can still get one of our great financing options for low monthly payments or 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments till 2022. This offer ends November 30th, so call us today or go online to book your appointment. Bath Planet, out of this world service and down to earth price.
We pick up the phone because it's ringing. Hello, this is Sam. That's simple human sense.
Ask J3 Insurance in Duluth if auto owners make sense for you.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day.
Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Vaki every Tuesday at 10. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association, Range Regional Airport, and Miners National Bank of Evelyn. Only on live, local CBS3. Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual Gift Givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News, live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday evening. Let's take a quick look at some of today's top stories and a peek at what's still coming up tonight at 6. A record number of Americans, 90,000 in fact, are hospitalized tonight due to the coronavirus. That's according to the COVID Tracking Project. The number of virus cases and deaths are sharply lower today and are expected to remain that way for the next few days. But experts say that's likely just due to slow reporting over a holiday weekend. Meanwhile, Friday marked opening day for Spirit Mountain. The long-awaited opening comes after a several-month closure due to COVID-19. Right now, there's plenty of snow, up to 3 feet on some slopes, they're saying. But it will be slow going at first, with only one run currently open. And tonight at 6, small businesses and towns have been hit extremely hard during the pandemic, but some are coming up with creative ways to regain their losses. Bayfield's mayor says the city has been facing compounding financial shortcomings for about 10 years now. That's since the Wisconsin state legislature put a cap on how much the city could increase their levy. We'll take a look at how they plan to stay afloat later tonight. Well, that's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. We'll see you again in about a half hour at 6 o'clock. Thanks for joining us tonight.